to introduce myself first, okay? First of all, I am a representative for this Jetwell company, of course, but why do they want me to do the presentation? Because I'm a teacher, teaching English as a foreign language. And as you can see, I'm not getting any younger. Maybe I'm not so... Anyway, I'm not getting any younger, so what I think is the device or this system, whatever they design, if it's capable, it's good enough for me to use, and I can learn it, that means every teacher can learn it. What do you think? So you have to make the devices and the system really very simple. So everybody just can go and pick it up and say, oh, I really love this, I want to use it because it saves my time and energy. And my students love it because they can use it anytime, anywhere, with any device. And my parents will love it. Why? Because they think your system is great. Everything my student, my son, my daughter do in the class, I will just be able to monitor them through this system. And for the school principal, they will think this is great because everything they want to know, they don't have to go to class by class. They don't want to monitor everything just right in front of the teacher. They go through their system records and they check out everything. What do you think? Okay, here goes my presentation. So starting with being an English teacher, I am the English teacher teaching in a local elementary school. In our educational system, actually I teach every week for one single class. I have two 40-minute classes for one single class. In there, we probably have like 32 students multiplied. Why? What's that over? Anyway. Good. Okay. So what I'm saying is, we want this.
What age are these kids?
The students I'm teaching right now, they are the 6th graders and the 5th graders. So they are of the age of 12 and 11. So at this age, you may call them the genitals, that they are very not so easy to put them in control anymore. Especially in our very loving campus. Okay, so actually I'm going to tell you what I really did during the past 17, 18 weeks, and then I'm trying to do is this, and I connect the dots to part 2. This is what I actually did. So here is the content. Most of the time we want to see what is the major concern in education, and in this system what they offer and what you will obtain, right? And then there are 3 phases of using iPads or any devices that will go with this system. And then through this digital convergence, then finally what will you get? It's the whole plan export. So the IT technologists, they are going to help you out through the afterwards services, and finally you will have the expected results for what you will want. So in our education system, you'll find that no matter what kind of students we have, we want them to do the same. It's because we have only one single teacher in the classroom. So it's really bad. You ask the fish, the elephants to climb a tree, and we give the scores. This is really bad. And then so the major concerns in education from the student side, you want them to have the performances, but nowadays you'll see students have lots of the things they can use, the devices they can use at home. But in the school, teachers only ask them to open up their books. So it's really very boring. Through this system, you'll find that we use the way of arousing their motivation, that is to do gamification. In this system, we give students, everyone, a different icon to represent themselves in this big system record. So they will have the different score input in this system itself, and then for their individual efforts, will be able to see it in their own record. So this is what they say. They have the portfolio document for themselves. And then not only for the game time, we want them to have their real intake. So through some kind of videos the teachers give aside, or the teaching materials they give, students will be able to have their own intake. And finally, no matter what kind of assessment you give, you will see the results from the students. So finally, no matter what you want to do for the remedial education or do something to arouse their competitiveness, that's no problem. Okay. So the more motivation they have, the higher it is, the better they will learn. The major concerns is not only for their motivation. For the teacher side, the teachers need to have some digital literacy at the moment. because they need to learn how to use all these mobile devices. And then next on, they have to learn all these digital technologies. Sometimes teachers always learn from workshops or teachers' conferences. Maybe they want to build up their own learning communities through the web or through some other different resources. And finally, you will want the teachers to have some hands-on experiences of using these mobile devices. Of course, right now I'm using